This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Falcons grab it.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play fake. Here's Love. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. for Todd Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing is Hurts. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Love from the gun. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Love. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. Packer pressure, and down he goes. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And that is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Our first half update now from Philadelphia, and the Steelers there out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Open target here, Darius Slayton. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good-headed scheme going.
But it's brought in by Washington. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Got an open man, it's Washington. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down, Atlanta.
Here's Hurts to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Love, flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, You're really almost discrediting their work.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Second down, here's Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Von Miller able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Hurts. He's going to launch it for Washington. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Following the interception, Love. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Grady Jarrett picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 40 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former 1st-round pick, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Love. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He's going to launch it for Washington. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing. Love. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action this time with Love. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 1st down, going to the air with Love. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Short throw underneath to Hurst, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. final play. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
57 to mark.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Love. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action with Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Out of his end zone, Love. That's complete, Okue-Bunam. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try to come back to defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on for the fifth time here today. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw here. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and the Falcons grab it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he returns this to the 22. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Love, they go play action now. He's going to loft this one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Play action. Here's Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jalen Hurts. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And he'll bang that one through.
The score, Packers 24, Falcons 10. Brandon McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun. Love. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. He's going to launch it for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. James Washington, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And it's up and good.
It's the score, Packers 24, Falcons 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Love from the gun on third down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Hurts. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
At the 11-yard line.
Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. To throw. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on fourth down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Ties the game 24-24.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Now Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Play fake. Here's Love. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
Here's Love. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance, and he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
And that one is incomplete. It stops the clock now with 15 seconds remaining. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Check 84.
Love looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now. The ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Love from the gun. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he is going to have a Packers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. To throw now. Here's Love. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On play action. Love to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Play action this time with Love. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.